How would a player once compared to the great Pele end up behind bars? That's just insane. But the fact is, it happened. From the dazzling lights of the football field to the harsh reality of a prison cell, that's the summary of the true life story of Robinho. Robinho's journey began with an immense talent that easily captured the very hearts of millions in the football world. He was the prodigy everybody had their eyes on, expected to follow in the footsteps of legends. His career was marked by breathtaking performances and unforgettable matches, making him a household name. But you know how the saying goes, the higher you rise, the harder you fall. But what decisions and circumstances led to his downfall? How does personal life intersect disastrously with his career? That's our story for today, so stay tuned as we explore the turning points that shifted Robinho's path from stardom to scandal, leading to his end in a prison cell. Robson de Souza, better known as Robinho, was born on January 25, 1984 in São Vicente, Brazil. From a young age, life was tough. His mother worked as a housekeeper and his father as a security guard. Robinho helped his family by working in a parking lot, assisting people with parking their cars. Despite these hardships, his talent for football shone through early on. By the age of just 6 years old, he was already into playing futsal, a popular indoor form of football in Brazil. He excelled in the game, one time scoring 73 goals in one season. That's honestly amazing. And at 12 years old, 12 years old, Robinho was scouted by Santos, one of Brazil's most prestigious football clubs. Pele himself saw something special in the young Robinho, calling him his heir apparent. And for Pele to say that about you, that's kind of a big deal. Under Pele's watchful eye, Robinho flourished, leading Santos to their first Campeonato Brasileiro title since Pele's era. His incredible dribbling skills and flair on the field earned him the nickname O Rei da Pedalada, the king of the step-over. Robinho was just incredibly good. And by 18 years old, Robinho had already secured a professional contract with Santos. Man, when I was 18, I don't even remember what I was doing, but it wasn't that. In 2002, his performances were pivotal in Santos winning the Brazilian championship. His talent and charisma made him a national sensation, and soon the world took notice. Pele's endorsement and Robinho's exceptional skills made him a superstar in the making. His agility, creativity, and attacking instinct drew comparisons to Pele, setting the stage for a career that promised to be legendary. Fans were captivated by his quick feet and ability to turn defenders inside out, making him a joy to watch on the pitch. Robinho's career continued to soar as he moved to Europe, signing with Real Madrid in 2005 for a staggering 24 million euros. He joined the ranks of Los Galacticos, playing alongside legends like Ronaldo, Zidane, and Beckham. Despite the initial excitement, Robinho's time at Real Madrid was a roller coaster. He showed flashes of brilliance, but somehow struggled with being consistent. And consistency matters. His debut season with Real Madrid was filled with promise. However, his inconsistency and occasional off-field issues began to raise concerns. Despite winning 2 La Liga titles with Real Madrid, Robinho's potential seemed to be overshadowed by his erratic performances. In 2008, Robinho moved to Manchester City for £32.5 million, becoming the club's marquee signing after their takeover by Sheikh Mansour. His debut season was promising as he scored 14 goals in the Premier League. However, soon his performances dipped, and people were left wondering why. Well, apparently, reports of clashes with coaches, a poor attitude, and a lack of discipline began to surface. Despite a strong start, his time at City was again marred by inconsistency. And Robinho's journey continued with a move to AC Milan in 2010. hoping this would fix everything. His first season was successful, contributing to Milan's Serie A title win. He formed a formidable partnership with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and his performances reminded everyone of his incredible talent. Robinho's dribbling skills, vision, and ability to create scoring opportunities were on full display. However, injuries and diminishing form plagued his subsequent seasons. Despite brief stints of success, Robinho's career trajectory was from that point on a downward spiral. His international career also had its moments of glory. Robinho was no doubt a key player for Brazil, winning the Copa America and the FIFA Confederations Cup. He represented Brazil well in 2 World Cups, showcasing his skills on the global stage. However, his international success couldn't mask the growing issues in his club career. Robinho's talent was undeniable, but his career was marked by a pattern of ups and downs. His ability to dazzle on the field was matched by his tendency to court controversy off it. As his career progressed, the contrast between his early promise and his later struggles became more pronounced. While Robinho's professional life had its ups and downs, his personal life took a dark turn in 2013. And when I say dark, I mean very dark. So if you're sensitive, well, you might want to hold on to something. But anyway, we need to talk about it. While playing for AC Milan, he was involved in a horrific incident that would ultimately lead to his downfall. In January 2013, Robinho and 5 friends were accused of gang raping an Albanian woman in a Milan nightclub. The victim, celebrating her birthday, was allegedly too intoxicated to resist or remember the events clearly. Robinho's defense was that the encounter was consensual, but evidence presented in court painted a grim picture. Transcripts of phone conversations between Robinho and his friends revealed a disturbing lack of remorse. In one exchange, Robinho was quoted saying, "I'm laughing because I couldn't care less." The woman was completely drunk. She doesn't know what happened. These callous remarks, combined with physical evidence, left little doubt about the crime's severity. The trial and subsequent appeals dragged on for years, casting a shadow over Robinho's career. Despite his attempts to maintain his innocence, the weight of evidence against him was overwhelming. In 2017, an Italian court found Robinho guilty of sexual assault, sentencing him to 9 years in prison. The verdict was a turning point, marking the beginning of the end for the once promising footballer. Robinho's legal battles and the public scrutiny that followed took a toll on his career. Clubs were reluctant to sign him, and it's kind of understandable why. His reputation was in tatters. The man who'd once been compared to Pele was now known for a heinous crime. The contrast between the star he used to be and the man he'd become was stark and tragic. In 2020, the Milan Court of Appeals upheld Robinho's conviction, confirming the 9-year prison sentence. The verdict highlighted the particular contempt Robinho had for the victim, who had been brutally humiliated. Robinho continued to deny the charges, but his appeals were rejected, and the evidence against him remained damning. Due to Brazil's constitution, which prohibits the extradition of its citizens, Robinho avoided immediate imprisonment. However, the Italian authorities sought to transfer his sentence to Brazil. In 2024, the Brazilian courts ruled that Robinho must serve his sentence in Brazil. In March 2024, Robinho began his prison term, marking a tragic end to what was once a promising career. There's a fine line between fame and infamy, and Robinho's story clearly reveals that. On one hand, he was a trailblazer, inspiring countless young footballers with his flair and skill. On the other, his actions off the field overshadowed his achievements, leaving a tainted legacy. The repercussions of his actions went beyond his personal disgrace. The scandal negatively affected the reputation of the clubs he played for, especially Santos, which faced a backlash and lost sponsorships when they attempted to re-sign him in 2020. Fans and women's rights groups also protested vehemently, leading to the immediate termination of his contract. Despite the severe turn his life took, Robinho's career did have moments of brilliance that can't be ignored. He won multiple honors, the Bola de Prata in 2002, 2004, and 2016, and the prestigious Bola de Oro in 2004. His international accolades included being named the World Soccer Young Player of the Year in 2005, and he was a standout player in the 2007 Copa America, where he won both the Best Player and the Golden Boot awards. Also, with over 100 caps for Brazil, he contributed significantly to the national team's successes, including winning the Copa America and FIFA Confederations Cup. And we have to remember that the world of sports is filled with stories of triumph and tragedy, and Robinho's is one that will be remembered for its stark contrast. His journey from being a shining star in the football world to serving a prison sentence is an example of how quickly fortunes can change. Sadly, Robinho's name is now already being associated with unfulfilled potential. Talent is good, but alone, it's just not enough. It needs to be accompanied with integrity and character. And if you found this deep dive into Robinho's life fascinating, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What are your views on Robinho's journey? Until next time, keep exploring the beautiful game.